I'm starting to roll.
On foot. Or by rickshaw taxi.
Seriously?
Uh-huh.
Alright, come on.
So these rickshaw taxis are run by rickshaw demons, but the thing is that the rickshaw demons, they're not pulling rickshaws.
Demons?
Yeah.
Are you calling me a demon right now?
Are you denying it?
Tom, you can speak louder.
Oh.
Okay.
You're using your whisper voice.
Yes,
too.
I am. So, like, the demons themselves actually are the rickshaws. So they have these specially
Are they?
modified spines. People just sit on their spines.
Really?
Can you imagine?
Do they?
Yeah.
I wonder what that's like.
Yeah. Okay, so it can easily be reached by this, and and it is the light's not very good there. It is simply that no one dares to enter the area. The greatest and most audacious explorers have traveled to its borders only to give up and turn back. Nearland emits a subconscious signal that advises all comers to give it a wide berth. It is surmised that Nearland consists of telepathic quicksand of a fine-grained fluid consistency that warns of its dangers by thought transfer. Sends
Yeah.
warnings into your brain.
Really?
Like that,
Uh-huh.
like through the sand.
Yeah, I'd like to transfer a couple of thoughts right now.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of really interesting sand in Zamonia.
Is there?
Yeah, there's the cogitating quicksand right here. There's like, oh no, don't fall into me. But then there's also in the Demerara Desert, there's the sugar sand.
Is there?
And the sugar, yeah, so it's like powdered sugar.
That sounds kind of tasty,
Yeah,
actually.
it is, right. And when Blue Bear was going there with the mugs, where basically these...
I can't see the book from here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, and they had to, they were trying to trap this Anagra Mataf in the desert, which is...
So what?
Well, Anagra Mataf is like a mirror image Fata Morgana, like Morgana from the Arthurian legends, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a
Love the
mirage.
Arthurian legends.
Right, so they melted the sugar into caramel, and then they trapped the mirage in the caramel, and then they tried to move into the city that was
Clever.
there. But there were these phantoms there, but the phantoms were mirror images too, and so they had a hard time communicating with them. And so, like, okay, let me find the thing here. So Blue Bear one time tried to talk to the phantoms in the city, but so while they were eating mashed potatoes, and he goes, bon appetit, I said to be polite, because Blue Bear is always very polite. And then, Ikiusu, he replied. Now, I was conversant with all the Zamonian languages, tribal dialects included, but this meant nothing to me. From the Encyclopedia of Marvels, Life Forms, and Other Phenomena of Zamonia, and its environs by Professor Abdullah Nightingale. So I'm going to do the voice again.
Oh, yeah, you're good at the voice.
Alrighty.
That's organic.
The only mirror image language in Zamonia. Fata Morganic is High Zamonian, spoken without an accent, but backwards.
I don't think there's any such thing as speaking without an accent.
Yeah, right? It's like either a familiar accent or an unfamiliar accent. They're all accents.
Right.
When I first started living in the U.S., I realized that people spoke differently from me.
It is relatively easy to translate.
Not that differently, but small things, like saying camp instead of cant, and elevator instead of lift.
If in written form, it should be held in front of a mirror. If spoken, it must simply be listened to with one's brain in reverse.
And they meant the same thing, but at the same time, they didn't.
Mataf-a-na'i, said the transparent man.
After a while, I realized that I started speaking differently too, and that was when I decided to take control of things.
Diartha input need is iras nam iltu generax denag Joshua.
I decided that there were some words that I would keep because they were important to me, and other words that I would change so that I could be better understood.
Snoigneti ilsalon eva il wonk I msuik YouTube.
And at the end of each day, my jaw would start to hurt.
His voice was thin and reedy. Not to make matters more difficult than necessary, I shall here translate into Fata Morganic as I go. Once I knew the secret. It was really quite simple. The man had said, I am a Phaeton. There's no need to be afraid. We look pretty gruesome, I know, but we have no ghostly intentions, haunting and scaring people, I mean.
Smoother things.
Yeah, that's a lot smoother. Yeah, maybe we could make
Maybe
that
if I
cover
could-
balance.